Darkness thrives when light won't shine. Evil wins when good people hide. We compromise or blind out.
There's something I've written for you which I would like to share. For years, I have longed to address you directly as I am doing now. And even with this, I am mindful of the fact that I do so merely in a symbolic manner. First and foremost, I wish to apologize to you, the young people of Nigeria. Not that I have wronged you in any particular way, personally. It's that I feel we have wronged you collectively. I had hoped that at least one of the leaders we have had since the 1980s would have come to this realization and addressed the issue. You know, things began to go really wrong in this country in the mid-1980s. And since then, none of our leaders seem to have realized what they have done to you, what we have done to your future, to our future. Did they notice when the signs of despair and hopelessness began to appear prematurely on your faces? I apologize. Many of you will be unable to read even the book I'm holding in my hand. Not because you don't want to, but because you can't. We did not care enough to ensure that our schools remained places of real learning. Many of you have never even stepped into a classroom in your lives, and this has not bothered us. We left you to roam the streets as hawkers, or sent you off to welders and mechanics as apprentices, even though you were merely children and your place was in the classroom. For several of you who managed to attain some schooling, the certificates you hold don't mean much because you never did quite acquire the skills and competences presumed by your certificate. I apologize for all the wasted years, for all that could have been and was not, for your little sister who died of malaria and the accident that killed several of your classmates on the Abuja-Lokoja road, for the hours you spend fetching water every single day, for the fumes of the many generators you are forced to inhale, and the toll it takes on your tender lungs, for having to go hungry, or not knowing what it feels like to have a really full stomach, for the tattered Tokumbo clothes that you have to wear, for the filth in your neighborhood, and the shacks in which you live. I apologize. Secondly, I wish to salute you for your strength, your courage, your industry, your vivacity, your resilience. Your seemingly unbreakable spirit makes you truly amazing. So many people around the world wonder where all your ideas and abilities come from. You excel in sports and music, dance, business, and basically whatever you lay your hands upon, in spite of all the odds stacked against you. You must be the ones who have earned us the title of the happiest people on earth. What with your rib-cracking jokes and your contagious joie de vivre, to sell a single packet of plantain chips to a passenger in a moving vehicle, you run as if you are competing for the 100-meter Olympic race, flinging off your inhibiting rubber slippers to ensure that the 100 naira sip does not elude you. I particularly want to salute you for a trend I have noticed among you in the past few years. So many of you, the older ones, are getting involved in offering services to the less privileged in our society, mounting soup kitchens to feed the poor, coaching pupils in primary and secondary schools, offering medical assistance to the needy, and engaging in a host of selfless endeavors. Talking to some of you about it, your response is that you desire to give back to your communities. Where on earth did that come from? What have you received from your communities that you are giving back? What has your government or society really done for you? Wherever this spirit may have come from, I truly salute it. My name is Remi Sonaiya, and I am running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the platform of COWA Party. I am full of hope for this nation.